I do think there's some options out there, man. I just don't want to make a hasty move just because the East. You know what I'm saying? It's just balanced with everything, I guess.
Don't want to make a Stan Van Gundy move, huh?
You feel
That's
me?
what it is, bro.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
the PTSD of these missed moves are very recent. And I understand why some fans are a little hesitant on pulling on anybody because of what you just said. Absolutely.
I gotta be fair. Yeah. Like I have to continuously remind myself of who's in the office now. Who's in that chair. There's so many times in the past when we would see headliners and your heart just drops before you even read it. You just see Pistons trade. You're like, what we do now? Who we didn't give away now? You know what I'm saying? So that PTSD is definitely there for a lot of fans in the chat, and myself included, even a little bit. So I feel you just gotta be balanced with it. But y'all know who my guy is, man. I'm seeing Bobby Portis. I'm seeing all these different guys, but I still want Naz Reid, man. I still feel like Naz Reid is the guy you don't have to ask those questions about. You don't have to try to get the best out of. Like, he's just gonna bring it as far as the mentality, and then as far as his game, he just fits it like a glove.
Do his playoff woes concern you at all?
When he's playing against Chet, yes.
We talked about that the other day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The same way when Miles is playing against Chet, yes. Because Miles isn't used to guys getting out there that quickly who are that long.
But here's the thing, Naz wouldn't be by himself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if we having some issues with Chet, we got some other guys down there, you know, that just may be a little bit better with that situation. Like i.e. Isaiah Stewart. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, like I said, him coming to this situation would be a really good situation for him instead of being over there playing with bums like that big overpaid bum from France. He come over here and be a part of the dog pound, man.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, like I said, I think he fits in with, like, you know, like a glove, just like you said, man. If we get somebody like Naz Reid, I think, you know, his ability to stretch the floor, just be energetic at times, to be somebody who can give you a boost. But, you know, somebody that a lot of people look at him and say, you know, there's a lot of potential waiting to come out of there. You know, if he gets his opportunity, he's going to shine. And that's what I think a lot of people see when they see him playing over there with the Timberwolves. So, you know, like I said, we can get somebody like him. I would really be ecstatic.
And think about this too, man. He'd be going from point guard wise, he'd be going from Mike Conley Jr. to Cade.
Right.
Yeah.
Mike Conley Jr. in his prime was great, but Mike Conley Jr. now is not the same player. Having a Cade to really put you in positions to be successful and to also draw attention himself as an offensive threat. Like, we know they got Ant-Man, but he's a shooting. He's not a facilitator. You know, his thing is get to the hoop, breaks down, let me find the open guy. Like, he's not trying to actually get you in your spots and put you in position and be a floor general. That's Mike Conley. That was his job. So I think Naz will be even better here because of the point guard play, because of the parts around him. So that's why, to answer your question, E, that is a solid point, because he was underwhelming this year in the playoffs, especially in that last series. Year before last, he was great. He was great. He was the reason they even got past Nuggets. We talked about that, right? But last year, not so much. But I think that would be a big difference as far as who he has with him this time, if he were to come here. And I think he'd be a lot better. I think we see the best version of him as a player here, for sure.
You know, that's a great point that you made, man, because like I said, going to guys, you got guys over here like Cade, Ivy, Asar, you know, that likes to find guys, you know what I'm saying, make plays. Compared to Ant-Man, and I mean, come on, bro. You just had Julius Randle over there. It's like these dudes are all one-on-one guys. So it's just a better situation for him all the way around. Even our bigs, even during himself, the leaps and bounds he's made as a passer. Right. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, those guys are not selfish all the way around. It's just a great opportunity for Naz Reid.
Yeah, 100%. Anything else on that, E?
No, I'm 100% with it. I'm cool with Naz Reid. I think he's probably the best case scenario of the guys that they could add. Again, it's not a lot of perfect names that are out there for the Pistons. Like, I think KD was perfect for Houston. I think Desmond Bane is perfect for what Orlando needs. I think Naz Reid is going to be perfect, but he does come with some risk as well, as we just talked about. But I think based on, like you just said, having a culture established, the fact that he fits it, having a playmaker in Cade Cunningham, having a willing passer and a playmaker and an athletic machine like Jaden Ivey, a good passer, and a SAR, those kind of guys help elevate, his type of play. I also think, like I said, it kind of increases the expectations for the other guys. I'll put some light on Cade too. I think he needs to be one of those guys where, granted, he's an all-NBA player, but the streakiness with the 3-point shooting can't continue, bro. Like that's got to turn around very
That's
soon,
true.
especially if we're going to lean on Asar, who's not a shooter. If you're going to bring in new guys who are getting acclimated to shooting, you and Ivy kind of got to be the focal point pullers of the team. If that's the direction that they're going to go, it has to be on them to make that step.
Yeah. Do you think Jaden not being available for him on the court last year kind of affected his ability to knock down that 3 ball?
100%. I think he got tired at certain points. I mean, like there's areas where I think some of his turnovers looked a little lazy, that he was kind of tired. Obviously getting doubled and tripled a lot, in the playoffs. It definitely wore on him in quite a bit of points. There were some blowout games they had where he didn't have to play the whole game, but when he did look a little gassed. That kind of limited some of his fourth quarter possessions. So that's priority number one. Keep those two on the court together as long as you can.
Yes.
And then, also when you look at it, that was his first full season. If you look at it, his first full season, which is what I kind of expect for guys like Ivy next year. This will be his first full season because he was in jail last year. I mean, the year before last, when he got on probation and played last season, he was playing better. And then he got injured. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, these guys, they need these full seasons. And like I said, next year's the year. We're gonna get a chance to see Ivy and Cade play a lengthy amount of basketball games.
Right. Speaking into existence, bro.
Yes, man. Because like I said, it's just been too many moving chairs, man, with these guys. And we still don't really know how good these guys can be together. And I'm not just talking about Cade and Ivy. I'm talking about period. All of these guys, when they have an opportunity to play together. So, guys going in, guys going out, man, that kind of hurts your chances to really take that measuring stick and say, okay, this is what we are. And I think, the Pistons making it to where they were last season in the midst of all of that chaos, that says a lot about this team.
All the dirty work, all dog. I'ma dive on the floor, go try to block every shot, and I'ma be physical with you the whole game. Stu gonna be physical with you. When you think of the Pistons, you think it's just hard work and just gritty basketball. That's just the identity you gotta have when you put on that jersey.
I'm not your average breed of canine. Not a good dog, I'm bad boy for life. I set the tone, don't care about no tick. Let it be known, I get my respect. Come in the lane and see I don't bluff. If you retaliate, that's on ya. Talking pundits, I hear your shade. Talking that shop, you must run this way. Tryna tell ya, put the dog palm, mess around, find out, Tryna tell ya, put the dog palm, mess around, find out, For some barbecue sauce, boy, you better crop a hill, cause I'm like that. When you're ready for some barbecue sauce, boy, you better crop a hill, cause I'm like that. The dog palm, mess around.